What can I say, bro? Women can't help their hypergamous nature, bro. They can't help it, man. The moment you pull up with more cheddar, the moment you pull up bigger, badder, taller, better looking, more money, they're gonna trade up real, man. They're gonna trade up real quick. You feel me? They're gonna trade up. And they act on it, man, you know, like I said, man, I done had females in the past, you know, walk away from me because they found something better. You know, maybe he had more money, maybe he was taller, better looking than me and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And women, some of them can smell ambition. You know what I'm saying? You know, they can smell ambition. They know when you after something. They know it. You feel what I'm saying? And they'll trade their boyfriend, they'll trade their husband in real quick if they found something better. I mean, you know, Shannon Sharp is a prime example. He came along, you know, gave her a few promises. The female that was married and had kids too. And she ended up cheating on her husband with Shannon Sharp. So that goes to show how much money and power and it just, man, you know, it kicks into gear, bro. Once a woman know you got cheddar and you got more money, you can convince her, leave that motherfucker, come roll with me. You know what I'm saying? And she'll say, okay, because she ain't never had no opportunity like that before. And I could tell, like Shannon Sharp, he was going after these women that were like an average looking. That's how he had so much pull, man. He was going after average looking women. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if you are the best option out of all of them, you got more money, you're taller, you're swoller, you're better looking than her husband, just all around a better package. She gonna leave her husband, or even if she had kids, she gonna leave them too. It don't matter. You the bigger deal. You the bigger and better deal. Women are always on the hunt for the bigger and better deal. It don't matter if they're married, don't matter if they're in a relationship. They're always checking for a bigger and better deal. If you come along with more money, give them some promises, man, they'll stop everything. It don't matter. See, your marriage ain't safe, man. A lot of niggas, they think because they land babies inside the female, they think that, you know, this woman is his and that's mine until the end of time. Nah, man. You just the best that she could do right now. But wait till a motherfucker with some money pull up. With more money, more success, you feel what I'm saying? Your ass is gone. You know, let me tell you something. My sister, okay, my sister has fell victim to her hypergamous nature herself. Okay. So she got a boyfriend that's a manager or whatever at a store, or he drives for Uber and Lyft on the side as his side hustle. And she met this guy who owned his own, like his own. She met this dude that owned his own barbershop. Okay? Now, she did something with the dude, or I don't know what happened. I don't know if she slept with him. But to this day, him and her argue about that situation, okay? She met the dude because the dude was cutting my nephew's hair all the time. And that's how she knew him. And the dude was making passes at her, trying to get with her. He didn't care if she had a boyfriend or a man living at home, bruh. You know what I'm saying? It's not yours, it's just your turn, that's what they say, right? So she, you know, she got caught up somehow. I don't know what happened. All I know is that him and her had a little something going on, and her boyfriend at home found out about it. And now this guy is not good looking as the man she got at home. No homo. She's not as good looking. He is not as good looking, but he more successful than this guy. He owns his own barbershop, okay? My sister had something with him, and she acted on her hypergamous instincts. You know, when a bigger and better deal come around, boy, these women, they get into like trading it. I mean, bruh, they kick into gear, bro. You feel what I'm saying? They can't help it, bro. It's a bigger and better deal. Let's say I hit a jackpot of like $30 million, right? And then, the girl at the coffee shop, she married, she got kids, she's attracted to me or whatever, and I'm attracted to her, but we didn't cross that line, right? Until I came up on the jackpot and I pull up on her in a Porsche or whatever. Well, I pull up on her in a Lambo, okay? Chat with her, talk to her, have a little bit. You feel what I'm saying? Man, is she dead, man? Nancy. She dead, huh? She in a in a coma. Yeah, I thought she got caught in the cold, right? Her heart just stopped. What, put him in his home?
No, her in a nursing home.
Nursing home? Oh yeah, she gonna be a vegetable after that. Yeah, at least a year. It's gonna take like, yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, she ain't stalking me no more. You know what I'm saying? But she can't stalk me anyway because my car gone. They towed my car up out of there.
Yeah, they made Richard get his out of there too.
Yeah. The cop coming around making it hard for everybody. I didn't give a fuck, so what? Yeah, I thought she had died or something. But when she do get back, it ain't gonna be the same. If they talk about a nursery home, that means she's gonna be a vegetable, bro. Yeah, I'm talking about, she's gonna be with one side messed up. If they talking about putting her in a nursery home, bro.
It's just because she has to be just go third.
She gonna need some care, yeah. That's what I'm saying. After a stroke, a lot of people are not the same. She ain't gonna be the, but she might pop back. I don't know. Some people pop back good. But I'm glad she out of my hair though. She was trying to put me in jail. She wouldn't leave me alone, bruh. You feel what I'm saying? I told her to leave me alone. I don't have nothing to do with you. Boy, she was for 4 months. She just kept on fucking with me. And then one day she disappeared. And I was so happy. I was like, dang, God, that flash she got out of my fucking hair. I never had any feeling for her, man. I never cared about her. Feel what I'm saying? And she was just acting like we was in a relationship, which scared me away even more. And I'm like, we're not in a relationship. I don't want to be with you like that. You are not my type of woman. You were just a piece of ass just for right there. A throwaway after that. A use and discard for only temporary use. That's it. But she was acting like we wanted to be in a relationship. And I'm like, no, get away from me. Get away from me. And she was so entitled and so, I can't believe he just dumped me like that. We never was together. That's what scared me away, is that you wanted to be in a relationship. And I said, no, you're not my girlfriend. First of all, I done been with better looking women than you. Okay? I'm gonna settle for something that's lesser than me. And I told her straight to her face to leave me alone. You remember? Leave me alone. That's all she needed to do. And she kept fucking with me, bro. She kept playing, man. Cause I was like, man, this bitch is trying to make my life a living hell. Man. Cause I was like, man, this bitch is trying to make my life a living hell. She was trying to make me suffer because I didn't want her. I didn't want to sleep with her. I would still been in jail, bro. When the cops came, I left. And I ain't gonna stick around so you could believe her over me. You know what I'm saying? They was looking for me. I was just like, oh no. And then after that, I had left and I came back, and that's when it happened. But bruh, she was so relentless with throwing coffee on my car and leaving the cans on the windshield every single day. Every single day. Even though I was awake, she was still doing that. I was like, this girl's like a robot. She won't leave me alone. It was getting scary. I thought I was gonna get killed or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the way she was doing it, relentless. I thought I was gonna die. I was paranoid at night. Dude, I'm still having dreams about that shit. About her stalking me, bro.
I'm just sitting there waiting for that smoke shop to open and head around that time.
All right, man. All right. Yeah, I had a dream the other night. I kid you not, bro. I was running from her, and she had a knife, right? And I was running from her, and I ran into this building. Bruh, I must have had went inside that elevator, and I pressed the button, and I went up to the other floor, and I started running down the hallway, which took me a long time to get down the hallway. I felt like I was running forever, right? And then I get to the end of the hallway, and there she is sitting down on the ground, and she starts to get up, right? And I start running back to the elevator. I was running like this. I was like, oh, oh. And I got in, and the door took hella long to close. It wouldn't close at first. And I was pressing the button, and then it finally closed. Boom. And I went down to another floor with some other weird shit started happening. I started seeing people I haven't seen before in a long time. I mean, I haven't seen in a long time, and some other stuff. So it was just weird. And I was just like, this bitch got me having dreams about it, because that was not a good experience for me. That was scary to me. You feel what I'm saying? I was in fear for my life, basically. I'm thinking, what is this woman gonna do to me? She done been in and out of jail. She done did so many bad things. You feel what I'm saying? But anyway, man, go to your smoke shop. All right. So we was talking about sub 5 stalker, you know. Yeah, so that's what I thought. You know, something about the diabetic. You know, she got caught in the cold being a diabetic, so she had a stroke, and she's still in rehabilitation right now. You know, that woman was obsessed with me, bro. I'm glad she gone. I'm glad she ain't. You know, they're talking about they're gonna put her in a nursing home. That's not good. That means that she ain't gonna never be back to the way she was. You know what I'm saying? And she was hypergamous too, bro. She saw me. I was taller. I was better looking than her, and she wanted to emerge with me. You feel what I'm saying? And I was like, hell no, I'm good. I don't want to be with a woman that's lesser than me, bro. Are you kidding me? If a woman is below me in looks, it's just gonna be one thing. Maybe I'm just super horny at the time and I need to get a nut off. But there ain't no relationships popping off. I did that before to women that I was not attracted to, man. You know, pump and dump and then keep it going. Keep it moving. You feel me? You know, but women can't help themselves. Like I was saying about women's hypergamous nature is that they can't help themselves. You know, they can't help themselves. They can't help themselves because they are built in. You know, they got the hypergamous built in, looking for the better deal to come along. And once they find a good deal, they'll say, you know what, I'll settle for this. But then when another bigger deal comes along, say goodbye to your woman. You feel me? Say goodbye to your female. He's a bigger and better deal. You know, like I said, I was with my girlfriend for 12 years. She couldn't find nothing better than me. She couldn't find nothing better looking than me. You know what I'm saying? If she did, you know, she would have left me. You know, if she did. You know, women ain't got a whole lot of, it ain't got a conscience, man, like that. Like men, you know what I'm saying? Us men, we got a conscience. Women ain't got a conscience. They ain't got no loyalty when it comes to the bigger and better deal, man. She ain't got no loyalty when it comes to the bigger and better deal. I come along, I could be an older man and everything. I could be like in my 40s or my 50s. But if my bread is right, it don't matter. If she got a young boyfriend or an older boyfriend, she gone. She gone. She's acting on her hypergamous instincts. You know? That's why I see like Shannon Sharp, he was getting away with a lot of stuff with these average women he was dating. You know. And it caught up with him, man. You know, that shit caught up with his ass. You know, so women are hypergamous. Don't forget that, and they act on it because they can't help it. You know, us men, we get a kick out of stealing somebody else's girl or wife or whatever. You know, we get a kick out of that. It feeds our ego when we steal something from somebody. Hell, when I first met my girlfriend, she had a dude she was dealing with. They had just broke up. And I came along, better looking, younger, and took his girl from him, man. I done took niggas' girlfriends before, bro. When I was in my youth. I'm still youthful, I'm still young, but getting up there. But when I was in my 20s, I stole some dude's girl, man. I was a bigger and better deal. Younger, better looking. Younger and better looking. That's what it was. But he's better looking than my boyfriend I'm dealing with right now. Right now, we on a break right now. But so I might as well go trade it up for this guy. This guy, he in shape, 6-pack abs. My boyfriend that I just broke up with, or that we just on a break with, he ain't got no 6-pack abs. He don't work out. He got a big old gut. This guy right here, he got 6-pack abs. He turned me on more. I'm gonna fuck with this guy right here, the 6-pack. You know what I'm saying? Before you know it, he gonna call his girl like, "Hey, are we getting back together? Where are you? How you doing?" She was like, "I'm fine. You know, I met somebody else, so you're gonna have to kick rocks." You're gonna have to kick rocks. You're gonna have to beat it like Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the way it is, man. Hypergamy is a real thing with females. Like I'm telling you, I can, like I said, man, I can be, that guy that's broke right now, and then later on I come up, some of the women in Starbucks, I can make them my girlfriend. I can start dating them on the side. I can make them cheat on their boyfriends with the resources that I got. Feel what I'm saying? I can make them cheat on their man. Well, come roll with me. I'm the bigger, better deal. And she'll drop what she's doing and come roll with me. It don't matter if she's married, it don't matter if she got kids, don't matter. She met a motherfucker with some money, some real money. And in her mind, she gonna be thinking that she made a mistake marrying the guy that she with now. Maybe I just made a mistake. Maybe we should take a break. Dude, it has happened time and time again. You feel it? A lot of these females, they have met somebody else when they was in a relationship with somebody and ended up leaving that guy for the bigger and better deal. You know what I'm saying? It's highly competitive out here, man. What can I say? It's competitive. The date market is so goddamn competitive, bro. Dudes are ruthless. You gotta understand, mankind is a ruthless kind. You know what I'm saying? Men are ruthless when it comes to chasing coochie, bro. Men will go out and we'll self-improve ourselves to a millionaire. We go out and buy the best car that we could buy, that our money can buy. We'll go out, we'll buy houses, cars, jewelry, just so we could get more women in our life, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Just so we won't be at the bottom of the barrel, you know, licking the spoon. You feel what I'm You know what I'm saying? What I mean by licking the spoon is like, you know how like there's no more food left, but the food was so good, you're licking the rest off basically eating the scraps, bottom feeding. You know what I'm saying? Where that taste that? Man, I can't believe it's gone. You at the bottom of the barrel licking the spoon, while he got full peanut butter on his spoon. He got a whole chunk of peanut butter on his, and you just licking the spoon. You probably got a little bit left, you know. So these women, they hypergamous, man. Don't trust it. Don't get it twisted. When your females start acting funny and things ain't like what they used to be, us men, we got we put things together too, man. We know when something is not right in our relationship. She coming home a little later. Her hair is, messed up. She coming home a little later and her hair's all messed up. What could it be? And you start thinking in your head like, wait a minute, man. She normally come home like around 6. She coming home at 7:30. She coming home at 7:30. She out there seeing that bigger and better deal behind your back, man. You see what I'm saying? I would just start calling it the bigger and better deal. That's what it is. You see what I'm saying? She seeing that bigger and better deal behind your back. And you can't even put a hand on it. You're trying to figure things out. You're like, shit, man. What's really going on in these streets? Is she cheating on me? Because it's kind of suspicious. That's my sister, man. She was saying her boyfriend followed her and tapped her phone and everything, because he was suspicious. He noticed a change in her behavior. You feel what I'm saying? She done met a bigger and better deal. A nigga who owns his own barbershop, bruh, that's an accomplishment within itself. You feel what I'm saying? And this guy right here, he's stuck working side jobs like Uber and Lyft, or he's a manager at a store somewhere. He don't really own it. He's just a manager. He makes more. The guy at the barbershop makes more money than him. That's a tempting, cookie jar to stick your hand into. When a bigger and better deal come around, like I said, bro, say goodbye to your woman, bro. When a bigger and better deal pop up, say goodbye. Your woman, she gonna be doing the nasty with somebody else. And you like, God damn, how could that happen? Well, you know what, bro? It's all about passing on our genetic code. We want to pass on our genes. So we will do what we have to do. You see what I'm saying? To pass on our genetics. It's all about reproducing yourself, replicating yourself, and your what they call it, your instincts, your survival instincts kick in. It don't matter if she got a boyfriend or a husband. It don't matter. Your survival instincts, because normally us men, we are competitive with each other. We compete with each other for the survival of our genes. We want to reproduce, so we'll steal another man's girlfriend or wife or whatever just to reproduce with her, following our instinct. It's in our instincts too to dominate everything. Like, well, bro, you couldn't supply her with a house and a car, so I won. Your girl is mine. Like for example, remember I keep telling you about how Diddy stole Ryan Leslie's girlfriend, which is Cassie, right? Cassie, that was Ryan Leslie's girlfriend. I don't know if you guys know who Ryan Leslie is, but he was a producer that co-produced Me and You with Cassie, right? He was on that organ, that dun dun. If you listen carefully to like the organ and Me and You, that's him, right? But to me, he was just by himself. He was just an average producer, bro. It wasn't that much, nothing special about this guy, Ryan Leslie. But he helped produce Cassie. You know, he produced. Matter of fact, he produced both of those hits that she had. She had one hit, Me and You, and she had the other two. She had two hits. No, actually, she had two hits. Two hits, Me and You, and uh, You Got a Long Way to Go. Okay. Diddy took Ryan Leslie's girlfriend, which is Cassie, okay, and didn't think none of it. He was like, fuck it, man, I'm taking your girl, man. And, you know, Cassie, she saw it as a bigger and better deal. Either Diddy or Ryan Leslie, who's just a secondhand producer, not really he's not really a super producer or nothing like that, man. And his career didn't really go anywhere really after that. He had what that one song called Diamond Girl, which is, to me, it was just average to me. You know what I'm saying? To me, he was just average. It was an okay song, but it wasn't like a mega hit that went like all across the world like Michael Jackson or something. It wasn't on Michael Jackson's level, or not even on Beyonce's or Jay-Z level. It was like he was an average producer to me, which was okay. You know, average is okay. You passed the goddamn, test. You feel what I'm saying? It wasn't garbage, but it was okay. It wasn't at the top of the level, at the top, right? But like back what I was saying is, she saw Diddy as a better opportunity than Ryan Leslie, so she went with Diddy, and they dated for 10 years. He beat the crap out of her. You know what I'm saying? Kicked and stomped on her and stuff. You guys saw the video. But my thing is, my main point is, women are hypergamous. If she meets a new guy with more money, more looks, okay, and Diddy is above Ryan Leslie in looks and money. So she saw that like, wow, this guy's better looking, and he has a lot more money. I'm gonna get on that train right there. And she acted on her hypergamous instincts, bro. They gonna do it. I'm telling you. No matter if it's your girlfriend is gone, okay? If a guy pull up in a bigger, better car with bigger and better money, your woman is gone. See ya. She's gonna be like, okay, this is a better deal for me. Coming home late, breath smelling like dick. And cum, hair all messed up, clothes all ruffled up. You feel what I'm saying? Like, your woman been with the motherfucker that got the better money, man. And they can't help that, man. It's built inside of their nature to be hypergamous, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like this female at the gas station, man. She don't give me a whole lot of play, but let me pull up in that Porsche. And she'll change her mind in a heartbeat. Feel what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm going to end this live, man. You guys have a good day, man. It's been 30 minutes already. I might get back on later, but I'm going to have me some pizza right now. You guys have a good day. Peace out, take care, and bless. I'm out.